I will say, Ron DeSantis, as I'm learning some stuff about him and his potential 2024 presidential bid and run, there's some things I'm not liking about him, and some people are overlooking some things as far as the support that he's getting from, we'll just say, um, the deep state. However, in this case, I completely agree with Ron DeSantis. This from Fox News. DeSantis urges Biden to allow Novak Djokovic to compete in the Miami Open. Wonders if he can enter the U.S. via boat. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis called on President Biden to allow tennis superstar Novak Djokovic into the United States to play in the upcoming Miami Open, even though he's unvaccinated against COVID-19, or as we like to say, the coof. In a letter obtained by Fox News Digital, DeSantis urged Biden to put pandemic politics aside and give the American people what they want. Let him play, DeSantis wrote in that Djokovic's denial to enter the U.S. is unfair, unscientific, and unacceptable. DeSantis wondered whether Djokovic could potentially enter the U.S. by boat, because right now there is a ban on flights. If you haven't taken the shot, you can't enter the country. It's also not clear to me why, even by the terms of your own proclamation, Mr. Djokovic could not legally enter this country via boat, DeSantis wrote, citing a proclamation that barred non-citizens from entering the U.S. via the air. Please confirm no later than Friday, March 10th, that this method of travel into Florida would be permissible. I gotta say, and this is my personal opinion, but Novak Djokovic should be allowed into the country, and he should be able to play not only in the Miami Open, but the U.S. Open, or anywhere else he wants to play in the United States. It's tennis. The stuff about social distancing and all that stuff that went on during the last 3 years, we all know most of the things that was recommended by those in power didn't work. Furthermore, even as you enacted a proclamation on air travel that remains in force to this day, your administration pointedly allowed thousands of unvaccinated migrants to enter our country through the southern border, the letter adds. Well, that is truth. That is totally true. In sum, the current travel ban applied to Mr. Djokovic and presumably millions of other potential unvaccinated foreign visitors seems completely ungrounded in logic, common sense, or any genuine concern for the health and welfare of the American people. He was forced to withdraw from a tennis tournament in California after being denied entry in the U.S. He requested a waiver, which was denied by Homeland Security. Now, he was able to play in the Australian Open in January after the brouhaha that happened a couple of years ago when he tried to play in the Australian Open. And Australia's guidelines as it pertained to the COOF were a lot more stringent than the United States at the time, too. And I'm going to play this here from Clay Travis. And I will say this, I like Clay, and Clay's completely right in this respect. So I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick.
I got to give Ron DeSantis props on this. So Novak Djokovic, as I have been saying for, it feels like years now, not able to come into the United States because he refuses to get the COVID shot. Stupid policy. Makes no sense. 5 million people have walked across the southern border. In theory, Novak Djokovic could go down to the southern border and he could say, hey, I'm going to cross the southern border here. and he could join the 5 million people who walk across our southern border, come into the United States for years, and never actually have a COVID test and never have gotten the COVID shot. He could theoretically expose the stupidity there. I'm leaving on Friday and flying to Italy. I have never gotten the COVID shot. My kids have not gotten the COVID shot. We're allowed to take off in the United States, land in Italy, stay in Italy, turn around, fly back into the United States. There's no requirement that we have to show COVID shot proof to be able to return to this country. I wouldn't go to Italy and try to come back into the country if they required the COVID shot or if it was required.
Well, that's just a little snippet from Clay, and Clay's absolutely correct. If I were Novak Djokovic, I'd head to Mexico and walk across the southern border. They're not deporting anybody. They're not enforcing the border. So why not? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's political, and it's unnecessary. The guy should be let into the country to play in the tournaments that he wants to play in. Be it the Miami Open as a warm-up, and then the U.S. Open to follow. So that's just my 2 cents on this one, folks. Please smash that like button. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload videos. I upload videos on a daily basis. And please subscribe to my channel. Just a small YouTuber starting this out. Actually, I started this journey about a month ago. Just trying to grow the channel. Getting better at this as I go. And yeah, if you like the content that I'm putting out there, please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to comment down in the comment section. Give me your opinion. What do you think about Novak Djokovic not being allowed to play in the Miami Open or the U.S. Open here in the United States because he's not allowed to fly in because of his status, so to speak. So that's all I have for right now, folks. We will see you in the next video.